the worldwide online controller for Microsoft. Did I get that right?
That's right.
You've got quite a title. Your business cards must be quite long and thin.
Yeah.
Nish, tell me about what's exciting for you at Web 2.0 Summit. What brings you here, and what's your what's been your take so far?
There are a lot of small and big companies in Web 2.0, and one of the most interesting thing is how they're leveraging the technology to their benefit. A lot of times you'd feel that infrastructure, if you think about number of servers that you have, or the amount of investment that you have made in your business, is a key to your growth. And you think about companies like Facebook, which does not have as much investment, but it's valued as $10 billion or whatnot. And that's very exciting. And I met a lot of entrepreneurs today who are as excited because there's one thing that's riding in their favor, which is open development. They're trying to create an ecosystem around the space, so it's not an in-house development who's thinking what's good for you and me. It's more like they're giving that power to me and you and say, look, if it's something that's good for you, then maybe you guys should develop something like that and put it up as one of the options, widgets, gadgets, you name it like that. And you download it. So in future, maybe a version of eBay or Facebook or Microsoft may be different for you than it would be for me. And to me, that's a key differentiator at this point in time. So that's a huge emerging trend that I saw today.
I agree with you, and it's funny, isn't it, to consider that just a few years ago, that would have sounded like a very sort of strange, abstract, almost impossible sort of goal for businesses to reach. Do you not think?
I totally agree. I mean, a few years back you would have said, look, Nilanchu, I completely disagree with you because who cares for open development and what's up? Yes, there were Linux and open source platforms that are out there, but there was more like as it would relate to an operating system or an office suite or something like that. But now you could really engage that to anything, and I think Web 2.0 is a primary driver for that.
People are also talking about whether or not there's much profit to be made from a lot of user-generated
content.
I've just drawn a blank. Yes.
Yeah.
User-generated content, and also having a very sort of open dialogue in terms of developing a business and allowing your consumer to sort of shape their experience of it.
Yeah, I think so. One of the interesting phenomena is that, initially the industry was focused a lot more on cost per click kind of model, if you know what I'm saying. And, it's emerging into more of a cost per action or click per action or click per CPM kind of model. And at the end of the day, it almost feels like, look, I'm going to sell you stuff that you're interested in as opposed to I'm interested in as a company. And there's a lot of diverging trends in the industry where it's monetizable content. So you could be a publisher in India and you don't know any single soul out there. But given the fact that you are an A-grade economist, and that's what it matters. At the end of the day, somewhere, some part of the world, maybe 10,000 miles away from you, somebody's interested in your content. And I think Web 2.0 is enabling that, where third-party development platform, which is monetized by online ad exchange. We acquired a company called AdECN, which is very similar to it, or Equativ, or Google has AdSense, which is very similar to it. And I think those are emerging trends. You can't predict where the industry is going to go tomorrow, but I think it's a poise for that kind of growth, and you can apply a factor of N, so to speak, for that.
That's very true. We talk a lot, to wrap up, we talk a lot about the experience from the point of view of the company, especially here on the Red Couch in Level 3 and the people here who are attending Web 2.0 Summit. What does the consumer have to look forward to, do you think?
From a finance and strategy guy, I think I would wrap it up in one line. What's in it for me? That's at the end of the day, if you are a consumer, you own the biggest buck. if you're interested in it, at the end of the day, you're gonna make more out of it than anybody else. In terms of productivity, in terms of money, in terms of interest, you name it. So I would say I'll land this with what's in it for me as a consumer.